Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm going to talk to you today about how the withdrawal from Afghanistan has depressed me. It's depressed a lot of people. The majority of Biden's party, the Democratic Party, has opposed the way the Afghanistan situation was handled. Biden has not taken any responsibility for it. He says that there was no plan for nation building, or shouldn't have been, for Afghanistan, and he defends the U.S.'s position there of bringing troops in to evacuate U.S. Embassy personnel, a few Afghan refugees, and basically that's it. They also helped evacuate a lot of our allies. South Korea, South Korean diplomats were evacuated with the help of the United States. That's what I know about, but this made news. But I will say this, okay. The withdrawal, here is why the Taliban was able to regain the majority of Afghanistan in such a low amount of time. The Biden administration was basically responsible for ending air support of the Afghan National Army. Now, under Trump, there was a troop reduction, but not a troop withdrawal. But the U.S. Air Force and the U.S. Navy still provided air support to the Afghan National Army under the Trump administration. Well, when air support was ended, for the Afghan National Army under the Biden administration, that is when the Taliban was able to regain such a large territory in such a short amount of time. And former U.S. military bases are now occupied by the Taliban because under President Biden's orders, soldiers are obligated to obey their elected commander-in-chief. Well, Biden had, Biden ordered those bases to be withdrawn from. The Taliban was also driving and using military vehicles that were left behind, basically because Biden ordered the soldiers to leave them behind. And the Afghan National Army had a record number of desertions, people leaving their posts. There were some that fought to the bitter end. Quite a few actually, but the leadership of the Afghan National Army was very, very compromised and very, very questionable by themselves. So it's just a sad situation. Some people say it feels like the fall of Saigon in 1975 when South Vietnam surrendered, when the U.S. Under Richard Nixon kind of just abandoned the South Vietnamese, left them to their own fate. I personally think it's a little bit like the 1979 hostage crisis in Iran, when the U.S. Embassy was seized and 5 Americans were held hostage. More people are comparing it to the fall of Saigon, though. But it's like I said, it's just a sad situation. And the Taliban, here's some of their fascist rule. Women cannot receive treatment from a doctor. The Taliban says they promised that they are going to allow women to serve in government. But the handful of women that have talked to Western journalists there say that not much has changed. They're under very restrictive rule. They're not allowed to go to school. They're not allowed to get an education to better themselves. And it's just a sad situation. That's one reason that India and Prime Minister Modi have prioritized Afghan Hindus and Afghan Sikhs seeking refuge, because they will be killed if they stay in Taliban-ruled Afghanistan if they're caught. So, hope everybody's doing well. Take care. God bless them. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.